Hello again and welcome everybody to our webinar about marketing strategies for your dropshipping shop. I'm Nuria Granero, I'm sales consultant in BigBuy, and today we're going to talk about all this content that I'm showing you at the moment. We're going to speak about BigBuy, who we are, and define a little bit as what we do in with dropshipping. We're gonna make a difference between dropshipping from China and dropshipping from Europe. We're gonna speak about the main e-commerce platforms that is important to know before creating and before launching to create a new e-commerce. Then we will speak about SEO for dropshipping and then pay per click also for dropshipping, and then some email marketing and other marketing tactics. We will speak about social networks, which are very useful as well for these marketing purposes. And in the end, we will speak about our multi-channel integration platform, which is our software cloud that we have created and developed. And in the end, we will inform you about the marketplaces connectors that we offer. So, first of all, BigBuy, who we are. We are wholesalers, B2B dropshipping, and we are experts in supplying the online channel with products. So on the one side, we actually are like classical traditional wholesaler. We sell offline, but we are also leaders in the dropshipping service. We provide an advanced technology in terms of integration, and we also offer our own logistics, which is which has negotiated rates. So we offer more than 80,000 references in our catalog, and we are including new references constantly. Our catalog, since we are leaders in Europe, is available in 24 languages, European languages, and they are translated by native translators. We offer more than 2,000 brands. Most of them are first brands, so that is very attractive as well from our catalog. And we own our own stock. That is also an advantage because we can ship the shipments from 24 hours. Okay, so what is actually dropshipping? In this image, you can see the process, and in the end, or basically, dropshipping means that your customer is gonna place an order in your e-commerce or in your marketplace seller account, and BigBuy will receive that information, that order, okay? So we'll process it, we'll prepare it, and we will ship it to your final customer with a delivery note, including the logo of your shop and the name of your shop. So BigBuy won't appear at all, and this is like a personal service that we offer to your customers as dropshipping. Okay, so we define ourselves as all-in-one supplier. Why? Because we offer you all the tools in this dropshipping process from the beginning, from the first step, which is the catalog, the products. As we have said before, we offer more than 80,000 references, and we continuously include new products, best brands. We provide this content always in 24 languages, which is also a good tool to sell throughout Europe. As we have said, we own our own logistics, and that gives us an advantage because we can ship from 24 hours, and that optimizes a lot the delivery time. We also have our B2B shop. Again, this is like our traditional shop that you can use either to place bulk orders and benefit from special discounts, or also to look for creativity. If you want to look for new products, the top sales products, B2B deals, you can go through our online shop, our B2B shop, and find these ideas, these advices, and make the most of it. And also good to know that we provide also distributor price, this wholesaler price from the single unit. So actually you don't need to place bulk orders in order to benefit from the distributor price. Then, regarding synchronization, we are also leaders in terms of synchronization because we offer our API, which is like regular programming codes in case you want to do this development on your own. But if you want to do this like automatically with a software and with a connector, we have developed our multi-channel integration platform. We will talk about it in the end of the presentation. But let's say that is like a way to integrate all your selling channels in one software. What else? We do provide many resources such as our blog and our academy. In our blog, you can find interesting articles in terms of marketing, some tips to improve your sales. And also in our academy, you are going to find technical information regarding the connectors and the services that we provide. So this is like a help tool that is very useful when you want to synchronize or like make the most of these tools. Also, you have available a lot of marketing information and marketing material, like pictures adapted to the social networks, such as Instagram, Pinterest, also banners to use in your online shop. So you can also benefit from those resources to make your e-commerce more attractive. In terms of administration, our process with the invoices is automated as well. You will have them in your control panel weekly, so all the process is quite easy. And since we are selling throughout Europe, we adapt your invoices according to the country you are registered. And also we provide our virtual money box, which is like a virtual wallet, and that is the easiest and best way to process the orders with BigBuy, because there is no commissions and is quite advantageous to use it. In terms of shipping, we have said that we own our stock, the products. We can ship from 24 hours, and we have also negotiated the best rates. That means that we can offer competitive shipping prices, and also we work with several carriers. So according to the country you're going to ship to, our system will provide you some proposals, some agencies that we are working with, and you can select the one that you prefer. And in the end, in terms of logistics and after sales, we also have logistics support, after sales support in different languages, and we take care of any guarantee issue, any rejection, or any issue that you will have with your orders. Okay, now let's move ahead with dropshipping. Usually when we think about dropshipping, we tend to think dropshipping from China, or we think that it's better to do dropshipping from China. We're going to see now some differences between Europe and China, and we're going to see what is better or what does it mean in the end. So shipping times, it's true that from China it takes longer, between 15 to 20 days, whereas from Europe, we are based in Spain, we can ship from 24 hours, and then delivery time, it will depend on the country, but within Europe will be 2 days, maximum 3, 4, so it's a different. Regarding the quality of the products, usually products coming from China are low quality product, whereas in here in Europe, we are working with high quality products. And this is a consequence afterwards with this return and write-off withdrawal, rate. Usually for the products coming from China, this rate is higher than 4%, whereas in Spain is less than 1%. That is a good information to know, because sometimes it's we need to make a lot of issues regarding returns. Also, usually dropshipping from China, usually we work with the regular courier service, whereas in here, as we said before, we work with several courier services such as DLS, DHL, Seur, many of them. Then it's complicated, maybe in terms of invoicing, it's complicated to work with a Chinese company, whereas in here where you're gonna have an invoices from a Spanish company, which is maybe it gives you more security. And then it's also the same for certification. We have talked about the quality of the products. We are not sure that we are going to have the certification for the products coming from China, whereas in here, all the products that we offer are European certified and are allowed to be traded in the European market. So, and that is also a consequence with the guarantee. There is no guarantee maybe for the products coming from China, whereas in here, per law, we are obliged we offer this 2-year guarantee. So in the end, there is higher margin for products coming from dropshipping China. In Europe, the margin is not that high, But if we make a balance and we think about the pros and cons of each dropshipping, maybe in the end it's better or it's worthier and more sustainable to do it from Europe. Okay, now we're going to talk about the e-commerce platforms. Which e-commerce software to choose? That is the first question we should make, or maybe not, but most of the time we need to think about it. What is the best option for us when we're going to create an e-commerce? So we have decided to select in here Shopify, PrestaShop, and WooCommerce, which are like the most important or like the most used at the moment. And we have set several questions that we need to think about. And in terms of these questions, we will recommend one platform or another. For example, the first question would be, I want to launch my e-commerce as soon as possible. Okay, then in that case, definitely Shopify, because it's easy to go to Shopify, create an account, activate a plan, and then buy a template. That would be the fastest option, Shopify. PrestaShop and WooCommerce, however, you need to install this e-commerce in a hosting, and that will take some more time, obviously. And this is linked to the second question. I do not have any technical knowledge. Then same scenario. Then go to Shopify, because Shopify is like a software cloud. It's easy to run and to manage, whereas PrestaShop and WooCommerce, both of them need a hosting, and you need some technical knowledge to install this e-commerce in the hosting, or either have the technical support from someone who can manage the hosting. Okay, third question. I want to manage my online shop from my telephone. We know that Shopify has an application for the mobile phone, that's for sure. Then PrestaShop and WooCommerce, we can manage the online shop from the website, and they are responsive. But it's not like a proper app, but this question wouldn't be like the significant to make a decision, actually. Next one would be, I want the cheapest software. Here you can see some prices, the 29 euros per Shopify. This is the monthly fee of the plan that you need to have in order to have an e-commerce with Shopify. And then the fees that we have included for PrestaShop and for WooCommerce are the hostings. That means PrestaShop and WooCommerce are open sources software, so there is no monthly fee of the platform, but there is a monthly fee of the hosting. So depending on the characteristics of the hosting, we're gonna pay for one fee or another. If we want to have in our e-commerce more than 10,000 or 8,000 references, then probably, and we would have to go to Shopify or to PrestaShop. WooCommerce, let's say that is not like an e-commerce per se, it's like a blog. So we should focus on not having too much products in WooCommerce, which is fine. I mean, more than 8,000 products, it's more than enough. But again, if we want to have more references, then Shopify or PrestaShop. Okay, now in terms of language. If we want to sell in many countries, as we say, throughout Europe, if we want to have a multilingual store, then we should go to PrestaShop, because PrestaShop, our connector, and our shop offers 6 languages by default, so it's easier to set several languages with PrestaShop. Whereas Shopify and WooCommerce, at the moment, they are set monolingual per se at the moment. We know there are some translation modules, but they have not been developed by BigBuy. So at the moment, we cannot guarantee how they work. We know that they work quite good, but again, just for you to know. Then support from software e-commerce. In this case, as we are paying this monthly fee with Shopify, we know there is a customer service from Shopify. They respond quite fast, so you know that you're going to have this technical or this customer service from the site from Shopify. PrestaShop and WooCommerce, again, since they are these open source platforms, you can find some forums, you can find very professional blogs, but this is not like a customer service per se. Okay. If we want to personalize a lot our online shop, then we should go, on the contrary, to PrestaShop or WooCommerce. Why? Well, with Shopify, you can do any changes or modifications with if you're using applications or modules. If this they do not exist, then you are more constrained because you're not going to go to the code of the shop. If you want to do this development, this creation, and these changes, then PrestaShop or WooCommerce. And the last one, do we want to integrate to marketing platforms such as Google, Facebook, because they are quite useful? Shopify is quite easy. It has it native to do it per se, so Shopify would be a good option. PrestaShop and WooCommerce, as always, you can find modules to link to those social networks, but we cannot guarantee how they work. So these are the questions that we have selected, and we hope that they help you a little bit to go through them and to analyze, and then help you to decide which platform should you choose or would you like to work with. Okay, now we are moving to the key part of the presentation, which is the SEO, like the positioning of our e-commerce. Why? Because we need to appear in the results to get our e-commerce to be known and to have audience. Okay, so when we think about dropshipping, we tend to think that we're going to sell and we are going to show the same content, same descriptions as the rest of the people selling the same products. This is the case, but this is not because of dropshipping. This is actually because of the distributor what we are working with. Even with traditional, like an offline store, a traditional store, if we go to a distributor and look for a product, he or she is going to give us the same descriptions as to the rest of the distributors. So we need to optimize this content. Why? Because of that, to make it different from another sellers and to gain more search results. Okay, so here we have two things. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of content in our website. We cannot modify everything. We cannot change everything. That would be a lot of work, and it's not worth it. So we have included here a tool which is called robots.txt, and with this tool, we are going to let know Google not to index the pages in our website that have duplicate content. That means it's okay to have this duplicate content, but we do not want to invest in the search for this duplicate content because it's not worthy. In revenge, we're going to optimize some content that we do want to be indexed and to be shown in the Google research and the search results. How are we going to optimize this content? Then we have suggested also two tools like Ubersuggest and Keywords Planner Google Ads. What does it mean? It means that we are going to work for keywords related to the content that we want to modify, to make it more attractive, to include the keywords that are trendy at the moment, and in this way we're going to gain more results. What can we modify? What can we optimize? Well, we can optimize the content categories of our shop. Okay, not the whole of the products, but the categories. We can also optimize the product sheets, but again, not all of them. Let's focus in some products, in some key products that are going to be like the best products for us, or the products that we want to focus on. Then we can modify the content of these descriptions. We should also optimize the loading time in our e-commerce to make it to have better positioning. And how can we optimize this loading time? Well, we can optimize it as well, having a good hosting, not having too many unnecessary products, and also in terms of the images. If we have very heavy images, that is going to be also a long loading time for our shop. So we recommend always to optimize our pictures, our images with some tools that will adjust the size not to be too heavy. And you can optimize the images in our home and also in the categories. And last but not least, we can also optimize the alt tags of our pictures. What does it mean? Well, it means that Google does not recognize the pictures per se, okay? They see a picture, but they do not know what is inside. So we can change the title of the picture to make it more attractive and use some of the keywords that we are going to use to make this positioning of our shop. Okay, this is like a brief summary of all the possibilities that you have to do this SEO and improve the organic positioning of your shop. Okay, so this is one part of the positioning, but then we can also pay for this positioning. We can do some advertising, we can do PPC. This is pay per click. What does it mean? It means that we're going to pay to appear on the search of Google. For example, here you can see some images that we are showing, and we will explain it here in a minute. So with the tool Google Ads, we are going to set a price that we want to pay for the clicks that we are going to get thanks to the advertisement. We need to install a code in order to make these campaigns, and this Google Ads is a pixel. You can do it thanks to Google Tag Manager, Google Tag Merchant, sorry. And you can include advertising per brands, per category. You can also do it category and brand advertisement. For example, Samsung television, that would be a brand and a category, and also product advertisement. If you're going to look for a specific product, you can do also advertisement. Is it profitable? Well, yes, but it depends always. You need to know the conversion rate of your shop, like how many visits do you have and how many do purchase. And you also need to know how many advertising you need to make one purchase. How much are you paying for a click, and then how much are you selling? And you need to analyze the figures to decide is it profitable or not. Okay, apart from Google Ads, we can also do Google Shopping. This is also a PPC option, another paying positioning. And here you can see some examples. How are we going to see this Google Shopping advertising? These are pictures of single products. They will appear on the top, maybe on the middle, or on the side of the Google where it says Google Shopping. Here you can see all the images, and it's always the picture, the title of the product, the price, and some descriptions. So how can we create them? Again, with this tool, with Google Shopping, we will have to upload the products from our e-commerce, and then we will have to choose which one do we want to include in this campaign. These are, let's say that the conversion is higher, but sometimes the profit is not as high with the Google Ads. But we need to analyze the figures and then decide which one we want to use, which one do we want to invest, and then always keep on analyzing and keep on working in this advertisement. Okay, next one that we can do also, we can create advertisement in Facebook. Facebook ads. This is another tool, and this kind of advertisement are impact advertisement. What does it mean? It means actually that a customer is not looking for a product. Actually, they are in Facebook, and the advertisement will appear. So it's like an impact, and we need to be sure, and we should segment our audience in order to know to which public, to which audience should we show our advertisement. It's also, we need to install a pixel also in order to make these campaigns of Facebook ads. It has a cost per click or per impression. But we need to, again, be sure of our audience in order to make this segmentation and decide which products do we want to show to our audience. Here you can see some examples, one of a product, and then the webinar, for example, the marketing dropshipping webinar. This is also a Facebook advertisement. Okay, another option for this PPC, the retargeting. What does it mean, retargeting? Okay, if we can explain it like this. If we're gonna look for a product in an e-commerce, and then we go to another website, this product that we have been looking for will follow us everywhere on the internet. This is like this retargeting, and we need a pixel as well. This would be a follow-up pixel because the products are going to follow us after we have been searching for them. And we can create this retargeting either via Google Ads, via Google Shopping, or via Facebook ads. That means even when we are in Facebook, we're gonna have some like you can see here, some slides of this is going to be retargeting. Okay, we have been on an e-commerce looking for a product like this t-shirt that you can see here. Then I go to Facebook and this product will appear. This is retargeting. So just for you to know that you have also this option, and this has a higher conversion rate. Why? Because the client has already looked for this product. So it's interesting to go after the customer and keep on showing the product, saying, hey, I'm here, finally, like complete your purchase. Okay, this will be, so we have finished with the positioning, both the organic and then the paying positioning, but we can do email marketing. We can do any type of email communication with the client in order to obtain more sales and to create community and to have more, like a higher and longer database of emails, okay? So we always need the consent of the client. That means that the client must accept to be subscribed in our database, in our newsletter, for instance. And we always need to take care of this database. Okay, it's like a dynamic database, and every time we send an email and the email reboots, we're going to remove that email address from our database, or we always need to offer this unsubscribed option just in case the customer doesn't want to receive any further newsletter. Then we need to accomplish that and keep our database like valid and green. Okay. So any communication that we send, any newsletter, must have a goal. That means, what do we want to show? What do we want to accomplish with this newsletter? Do we want to make a promotion? Do we want to show a new product, a novelty? We need to set the goals and then analyze the results we are having, because usually they have a higher conversion rate because these are emails that have been registered in our website, in our e-commerce. Does it have a cost? Here we are suggesting some tools like MailChimp, Mail Relay, GetResponse. Some of them do have like a free plan that you can send more than approx 2,000 emails for free, and you can always start with this option, and whenever you are having more earnings, benefits, and you want to grow, obviously you can go for a higher plan, obviously, no problem. Single option versus double opt-in. What does it mean? Maybe you have already experienced when you subscribe to any e-commerce, any newsletter. Sometimes you just send your email and that's fine. Sometimes you need like a double confirmation. This might be, we need to analyze, do we want this option or the other? The second one, if we need to reconfirm, we know that the people who register are going to be really interested in our e-commerce, but sometimes it's like a longer step, and we need to analyze if it's worthy for us or not. We always need to measure the conversion rate in order to decide if we want to go with this strategy, if we want to change, if we want to include some new plan. And always, whenever we ask for this registration, we should not ask for too many details, just enough to segment our audience. That means country, language, some interest, gender, maybe. So not too many details, because sometimes it gets tedious, but again, enough to get to know our customer, our audience. Popover, yes or not? What is a popover? Well, the popover is the pop-up. Whenever you go to an e-commerce, it will appear like a pop-up saying, subscribe to our newsletter and you will get 5% discount, for instance. This can be useful, maybe not. We need to analyze the results, because maybe a customer is going to buy a product, then see the discount, then register, and then this impulse to buy disappear in the meantime. Okay. And then the same answer for subscription discounts. Whenever we go to an e-commerce, we might see this popover or this announce saying, register to our newsletter and then you'll get a percentage discount. This might be interesting in order to get more emails in our database. Then we need to know how much percent do we want to offer, how much discount, and we can try. And then how to get email subscribers. Again, we can use the social networks. You can even make advertisement. We can use our own e-commerce to gain these email addresses and to make our database bigger and bigger. But what is really important is not to send any email marketing, any type of this communication without a software. Otherwise, it won't work. It will see as a spam, and probably the client won't receive this information. We always, whenever send this type of information, this email marketing, we should send interesting content. Otherwise, the customer probably won't open the email. It has to be responsive. Most of them are going to be open in the telephone, in the mobile phone. So it has to be also correctly displayed in every email platform. That is Gmail, this is Outlook, this is any of them, okay? And here, highlighted dates. What does it mean? Here you can see our marketing calendar. So it's always good to know to keep in mind some highlight events that we should bear in mind and profit this event to send the newsletter, encouraging the sales and promoting, making some promotions or showing some products that are ideal for this event. Again, and also the subject of our newsletter. That is very, very important, because depending on the subject, maybe the customer won't even open the email. It has to be informative. It has to have less than 50 characters. Why? Same reason. It's gonna be shown on the mobile phone. If it's longer, then the customer won't see all of the subject. We should not use the word offer for free, because it's going to probably go directly to our spam inbox. We should avoid capital letters as well. Otherwise, you can receive it like someone is screaming or what's going on. And also very important, we can always do a test A/B. That means we can try two options and send to some emails in our database. The one that works better, then we choose that one and we send it to the rest of our database. And always include a call to action in our newsletter. Call to action to make the customer click, purchase the product, go for it, and create this emotion to purchase the product. Okay, now we are moving to social networks. It's very important. I assume that all of you know that it's really, really important to be present in the social networks. Most of the customers also go to social networks, and we also offer like trust and a good image of our e-commerce if we are present in the social networks. Okay, so we are going to start with Facebook. Facebook is a very well-known social network. We can publish organic posts, like regular posts, in order to show content of our e-commerce, corporate content. We can also promote some products. We can show organic posts of the products that we are selling. We can define our content strategy, and we can also tag the content we are going to publish. That means we can tag it and redirect to our online shop. So we will gain also traffic to our e-commerce. It's important, however, that you know that this organic post will have between 3 to 9% reach of the audience. That means if we want to reach 100% of the audience in Facebook, then we need to promote the posts. Okay, we can always make Facebook ads, promote the post, and either gain more followers or increase our sales, having more sales. We can do both strategies, and both of them are fine. It's also another strategy would be also to gain reviews. It's also important and very good to have good reviews, because as we said before, the client will feel secure and will see that this e-commerce is trustworthy. And also there is a tool in Facebook, which is Facebook Insights, from which we can see, let's say, all the information or a little bit of the interest of our audience, in order to get to know better. And in case we want to do a segmentation, this tool will help us. Okay, now second network, now Instagram. I'm pretty sure all of you know Instagram is quite trendy recently. Well, not recently, like from many years. And in Instagram, you can do the same as in Facebook. You can publish organic posts. In here, let's say that we should publish high quality images. And there are also the possibility to create stories. Stories last 24 hours, and you can use your creativity to make catchy stories, interesting stories. You can make questions, you can play music, you can make some polls. So you can be creative and make also a difference from the other distributors and generate this community regarding to your e-commerce and to your brand. You can also use Instagram TV, which is ideal if you want to publish videos longer than 1 minute. And again, you can also do some promote some posts. You can do advertisement because Instagram is part of Facebook. So this will be the same structure. You can make Facebook ads for Instagram for either the post or the stories. Again, if we're having like a business profile account, we will have statistics of our profile, and this will help us to keep on analyzing our marketing strategy, our social networks strategy, and decide next steps. And again, it's important that you to know that the audience and Instagram is younger, but they do create community. So it's important to generate interaction with the audience because this will create engagement as well. Okay, we have spoken about Facebook, Instagram, now Twitter. Twitter, again, you can publish organic posts. The content is true that is really ephemeral. It is in the feed some minutes and then will disappear. And it's really useful if in terms of customer service. Probably the customer will write us on the wall in Twitter with a complaint or with an issue. So it's good to help the customer, to calm the customer. And in this case, the other client will see all the conversation and we can show like a professional image, and we can generate trust for the other customer or potential client. You can also make advertisement. You can promote your account. You can promote some tweets and make some advertisement if you are interested in it. But again, this would be more ideal for customer service purposes. And now we are going to talk about these three ones, YouTube and TikTok in terms of video. YouTube, again, is part of Google, so you can make YouTube advertisements. And if you have video content that is interesting and that is catchy, it's really good to have a YouTube account of your e-commerce. And then TikTok, this is quite recent. It is trendy at the moment as well. And as Instagram, the audience is younger, it's between 13 to 18 years. If our customers are part of this audience, that would be perfect. We can have an account in TikTok and we can make videos with effects and catchy videos and funny videos, for instance. And then the last one, Pinterest. Pinterest is like an inspiring social network. Again, as Instagram, we should upload high quality images, and it's depending on the theme, like our niche e-commerce, that this would be useful for us. If we're talking about, for example, decoration, we can use this social network in order to include some inspirational posts. So as a recap, it is really important to be present in the social networks, to have active accounts, but it's better not to be in all of them, just to be in some of them and do it properly, because it takes some time to have an active account. You need to take care of the customers, the questions, all the comments. So it's better to select 3, 2, and make it properly. Okay. And last, here we have other marketing tactics. What is this recover abandoned shipping carts? Well, most of you, maybe you have already also done it. From the 50 to 90% of the people who go to an e-commerce does not complete the purchase until the end. Okay, they place some products in the shopping carts, but in the end they do not complete the purchase. Why? Well, there are many reasons. This is like an average percentage, so do not worry. Do not worry if this happens to you. It's not that it's a problem, but we should solve it. Why is this happening? It might be because of the shipping cost. Maybe the customer thought they were for free and they are not. So you can maybe make a promotion like a week. This week, shipping costs are going to be for free. Maybe the payment methods. If we do not offer like several payment methods, the customer maybe won't be happy to purchase. If we do not offer PayPal or credit card, for instance, then it's going to be more complicated for the customer to pay. Also, we need to show like security payment logos and to make our e-commerce trustworthy. Otherwise, the customer won't feel again secure to purchase the product. And again, regarding our policy, our general conditions, etc., we need to be clear. We need to specify it and transmit confidence and trust for the final customer. So this strategy to recover the abandoned shopping cart, we can do it with Shopify as a native option. Shopify does it as default, as an option to send an email. PrestaShop and WooCommerce, we should install a module, or we can all, if we are like top and we want to use external softwares, we can do it. We have included here some of them, Blue Now, BrainSense. In any case, what we should do is like sending this catchy email saying, for instance, hey, purchase this product before it runs out of stock, or finalize your purchase and you will get a special discount, whatever, like being catchy and try to recover this abandoned shopping cart. So this would be the last point of the marketing strategies, and now we're going to talk about our multi-channel integration platform. What is this MIP, as we call it? This multi-channel integration platform. This is a software cloud that centralizes the management of your selling channels. That this could be your e-commerce and also your marketplace seller account. Okay, so what does it do, this software, this multi-channel? We can easily select which categories do we want to publish in our e-commerce or in our seller account. We can select them and also select the ones that we want to exclude. It's quite easy and practical. And then it has automatic mapping of categories. That means that we're going to select some products and they are going to be allocated to the categories existing in the e-commerce or in the marketplace. Okay. We can also have this synchronization of shipping costs. You know, there is a asterisk on the title. Why? Because some of them do have them automatically. Some of them we will have to set them at the beginning. Okay, we will provide a table with maximum, minimum price per kilo or per area, and we will have to set them easy at the beginning, and then this will be automatic. We also provide automatic pricing rules. That means that we can apply our margin percentage that we want to earn for product groups. That means because if we're going to offer 1,000 products or X thousand products, is crazy to apply the product each per product. So better to do it like massively. We also offer order synchronization. Again, for every selling channel, your e-commerce, your marketplace, every order that you will receive, you will have it in your multi-channel. And you will see where's this order coming from. You centralize all the orders and BigBuy will receive them as well to prepare it and ship them to your final customer. And this synchronization is quite easy. It's always the same steps, these categories, these price rules, this shipping cost, and then publish. So it's quite easy to make the synchronization with our multi-channel. And here, okay, we will show you afterwards the connectors that we are offering at the moment. You can see them here for e-commerce. We are offering Shopify, PrestaShop, WooCommerce, and for marketplaces, all of them that you are seeing here, like eBay, Conforama, Amazon, Carrefour, Darty, Cdiscount, Price, Rakuten. Okay, quite a lot. So and now it comes the question, should we do dropshipping in marketplaces such as, again, Amazon, AliExpress, eBay, etc.? Yes. Well, we recommend a multi-channel strategy to diversify a little bit, because it's true that our e-commerce, okay, is going to be our own shop, but it takes a little bit to have this positioning and to have a lot of sales in our e-commerce. So it's easier sometimes to also sell via marketplaces because the sales will come faster. Okay, it's true that it's a monthly fee and some commission fee according to the marketplace. Okay, this monthly fee will be around 30 euros approx, and the commission, it depends from the marketplace. But in revenge, okay, on the other side, you have visits guaranteed. You know that you are going to have visits. You do not need to do marketing. You do not need to make investment in marketing, because you, as I said, you're going to have the visits in your seller account, and the conversion is going to be easier. So what can we do if we are selling via marketplaces? What can we do? SEO strategies, it depends. For instance, AliExpress and eBay, they do offer this possibility to modify the product descriptions. The rest of the marketplaces, or most of them, they do offer like a centralized catalog, and that means that the descriptions cannot be modified. But what is really important is to have good reviews, to have a lot of reviews and good ones. Okay, and how can we get these good reviews? Well, having a good customer service, that means answering the customer as soon as possible, always, and giving like a satisfactory answer whenever it's possible, and having low rates of delays and reimbursements. That will help us a lot to have like better review and be in the top of the sellers. We can make some advertisements if we want. We have the possibility to do them as well in the marketplace. And we need to be aware, we should check always the notification in the marketplace in case we are receiving some email information, some warning about X. We need to be aware, okay? So we need to check them regularly. And again, is it profitable? Yes, it's profitable. As we said, there is a monthly fee, but it's easy to cover this investment because the sales and the visits are quite guaranteed. So in the end, it's worth it to be present in marketplaces. Here, we're going to show you the marketplaces that we offer at the moment, the connectors that we offer. Obviously, well, if you want to, you can be present everywhere. We do not recommend to be everywhere, but to choose some of them, and at the same with the social networks, make them profitable, invest your time properly, and try some, for example, one at a time, and then activate another one. We are continuously including new connectors, so these are the ones that we are offering at the moment. So this was the webinar, and this is the content. I hope you have enjoyed it and you have found very useful information. Now we're gonna leave some time for questions. My colleagues have been answering the chat throughout the webinar. So if you have more questions, you can write them, and obviously you can contact at hello@bigbuy.eu, and my colleagues from the commercial department will be happy to help you, happy to guide you with all the services that we offer, and find the best solution for you.